The following program is rated MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
The show that gives you everything and nothing at all. That's everywhere you don't want to be. It's Ruben, Mo B, and on the ones and twos, AG.
The 5-minute warning.
Welcome everyone to a brand new episode of 5-Minute Warning. Of course, it's your man Ruben, and also with me, my man AG.
What's happening, y'all? How you doing?
Ah, man, it's great to be back in the booth, baby. It's great to be back in the booth. You know,
I want to say I enjoyed my vacation.
Oh, I didn't say I didn't. I'm just saying I'm glad to be back in the booth. That's all I'm saying. Like it was good to take a week off. I got to see my Commanders beat up on what's that team name? Oh, the Falcons.
Falcons.
Yeah, last week.
Oh, last week. Oh, you got to see them. Oh, yeah. I thought you were
Yeah,
talking
Sunday night football,
that
baby.
happened today.
Hey, no, Sunday night football, man. Had to be in the building. So it was good for that. Yeah, man, it's it's a crazy, new year so far. And don't get me started on the politics of stupidity. But like Jesus, like I thought stupidity was gonna end in 2024. This may set a new level of stupidity. In just the world itself, man.
Before you go on, man, I gotta ask you a question.
Yeah, what's up, baby?
Why do you spend so much energy in false hope, sir?
Because, man, if somebody's positive, then there's a possibility of being something right happening. Now, I'm not a fool. Like, for instance, they're gonna bring this dude in the court and say, "Hey, you guilty and shit, but we're not gonna give you no time."
No. They're actually gonna sentence him.
To what, an hour? Like, get the fuck out of here, man.
I mean, they might give him 10 years. He's not gonna serve it, but
but still, why even do it? Like,
because you have to. But he's basically a sitting president. He's not going to jail.
I mean, maybe if he went to jail, he'll come back a better person. But
wow, more false hope.
I know, right? But yeah, man, it's just look, man.
You're bringing in a new year with a lot of hope, sir.
Nah, not really. I'm just like,
my wife Mars says, "Bless your heart."
I mean, man, she had to say that. That's messed up.
She didn't, but she did.
That's real foul, man.
It was accurate though.
That's not the point. I'm just saying, man. It's like, yo, man, Congress can't get themselves together. Like, I mean, yeah, man. It's just, and bruh, the 6th is tomorrow. Yeah. January 6th is tomorrow.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think we're going to see what we saw 4 years ago on January 6th.
Well, they got what they wanted. There's no reason to be petulant.
Well, very true. And then on top of all that, isn't he getting sentenced tomorrow too? Like,
yeah, I mean, all these things, but he's not going to jail, sir.
Oh, of course not. So it's like, look, man, just get in there, just hit the gavel, man. You out later. It's time served. Whatever bullshit they want to put out there. Like, all I'm saying is, we could have left all that bullshit in 2024. They could have did that shit like a week ago.
But it was still going to happen in 2025, though.
I'm just saying he could have sentenced him on December 30th or the 31st. And so, like, that shit would have been then. Because there's no reason why we got to deal with this shit now. We got other shit we got to deal with. And we can't have shit compounding on each other, because that's just making more shit. And I'm just like,
but sir, that is the objective.
I mean, it is the objective, but damn it, man.
I'm not trying to piss on your parade, sir.
No.
Yeah, all these things you don't want to be true are actually happening.
No, man, it's not the fact that you think you're pissing on my parade. It's not. It's just really like, I understand all this dumb shit's happening, and I understand it's gonna happen. It's just frustrating as hell, the fact that we couldn't have dealt with this shit last year and been done with it. Like, 'cause there is no reason for them to wait till tomorrow to sentence this fool. They could have sentenced his ass last month. Like, who cares? He ain't spending no time. We already know what's up. I mean, shit.
I mean, for not for nothing, but it is a really nice flex, though.
What flex is that?
I can go to court, they can sentence me, and I'm still walking out.
Exactly.
That's hardcore, man.
But we could have did that shit last year.
No.
We don't need to do that shit. What,
Actually,
July?
it'd be real cool if they did it on the 19th, and then the next day he goes to get inaugurated as president of the United States.
Well, and that's the whole thing, man. Look. As one of the kings of petty, I understand how petty works. This ain't
what's the problem. I mean, that should be game recognized game.
Nah, man. Game recognized game is you motherfucking get sentenced on the 20th that morning, right before you walk out and get your words. Say the word you lying about.
But Ruben, if you're not actually going to jail, why does it even matter?
Then we should have did this shit last year. That's my point. This shit don't matter. We could have left this shit in 2024. But nope, we're going to drag shit through for no absolute reason. And that's all I'm saying, man. I'm just saying we can't win, dog.
Well, I mean, actually, we are winning, but it's going to take a while. But what I'm saying is,
we win.
You still have to say that this is a really, really strong flex. I mean, who has ever walked into a courtroom to be sentenced, get sentenced, and then walk out and be president of the United States?
And that's what I'm saying. They could have did this shit last year. At least made a motherfucker wait.
I mean, it's not even Christmas. You got a whole lot of wants, bro.
Bruh.
Are you on the good kid list or something? Because I mean, you got a whole lot of wants right now.
Hey, you saw the video I sent y'all. You know. I don't give a damn about Santa. It's about something Claus, baby.
Man,
something Claus come to see me.
She was looking like Jet Li.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God.
Some people do. What's going on, Black Patricia Adams? How you doing today, girl?
What's up? What's up? Happy New Year, lady. Happy New Year.
Yeah, man. See, that's what I'm saying, man. You know, I don't need Santa no more. I got something Claus, baby. Because everybody gets something. Everybody getting something. You know what I'm saying, man. That's what it's. That's the flex. That's the flex. So like, yeah, they could have dealt with this bullshit last year. So now we got to watch this dude walk in the courtroom tomorrow, whenever, so he can get sentenced to negative time.
No, he's going to get sentenced to time, but they will probably say something to make it legal. They'll probably be like, time served. You're free to go, sir.
Did that shit? Do that shit by Zoom, baby. Like,
no, they gotta do the thing, man.
Man, they don't have to do the thing. All it does is sit here and make him look like I'm a motherfucking G. I don't need to be him. We already know he a motherfucking G. You don't need to be showing this every goddamn day. You should have showed us this shit last year. Nope. We're gonna go ahead and make a flex.
I beg to differ. He is not a G. Okay. A G is someone who can do this and not be a sitting president or a former president. If you can do this and not be that guy, then you a G. This is something that goes along. This is one of the perks of being a president in the United States of America.
So, AG, are you sitting here saying that if you go into court expecting to get found guilty and sentenced to a whole bunch of time and you walk out free as a motherfucking bird, you ain't a G?
No, because look, man,
I think you a G.
Well, you can think it, but it would be inaccurate. What I'm saying to you is, you know what? If I was married to my wife in 1870, that makes me a G.
Yeah, you'd be one on one.
Not really, but I would be rare.
No, married would be one of one.
They had it back in the day. It depended on where you were. But what I'm saying is, doing something like that then is not the same as doing it now. Let's not pretend.
Now, if you did that shit in 1870 in South Carolina, you be a motherfucking G.
But what I'm telling you is someone who gets away with a crime that is basically a sitting president because he is president-elect,
Mhm.
and he's also a former president, so that galvanizes the president-elect part. I'm like, bro, you are untouchable. You would have to walk out in the street, cameras filming, and put a bullet in somebody's head for them to even think about arresting you.
I mean,
I'm not going to give him that kind of respect for this. The whole reason, in my opinion, I ain't gonna say the whole reason, 95% of the reason why he wanted this so bad is to escape all the crime that he committed.
yeah,
Plain and simple. And so for him to be able to do this, I respect the hustle, but there's no way I'm going to give this guy's bars and stars on his coat. No way. He hasn't earned that kind of respect. He's not a real rich person because he's leveraged. Because the rich people that are actually rich will tell you that. And you can see by the way what's my man? Elon Musk runs him. He's not really rich. Now, I'm not saying he's like he can't go out and get a loaf of bread, but what I'm saying is when your entire wealth package is leverage, it's not really wealthy. This guy is not Warren Buffett, man. Look, he has never really earned my respect with regard to wealth and with regard to getting away with crime. Because the only reason he's getting away with crime is because of his presidency in the past and the one that's coming. That is not someone who I'm going to put a whole bunch of respect on his name for that.
Mhm.
I'm not. So again, I hear what you're saying and you're not wrong. However, two things can be true at the same time, sir. And this is one of those times where a dude that's flexing doesn't necessarily mean he has any strength. Okay, so I ain't mad at him, but I'm not going to respect that either. I'm like, bro, you did, man, no, can't do it.
I hear you.
He's a sitting president, period. What are you going to do to a sitting president? What are you going to do to a former president?
Not a damn thing.
Exactly. So when you're untouchable, are you really doing any crime? Are you really that dude? Are you really that lady? No. You're running around being a petulant child, and petulance usually comes from when no one holds you accountable and no one gives you any responsibility.
Can I bring up one thing real quick?
Sure.
We need to put this out on Front Street. I don't know if anybody else has ever said this, but I'm gonna say this. Hopefully, I can say it now before he becomes president, so I won't get checked. But I might get checked later. But you know what? Whatever. I think it's worth me saying. Yo, man, real talk. Yo, Donald Trump and Elon Musk is bitch. Even though Elon won't, but nobody's really said that.
Oh, yes, they
loud.
have.
Oh,
well, I say this. No one on the right has said this. Everybody on the left already knew. And everything that's happened in the last 2 weeks has just validated everything we already knew.
yeah,
I'm just saying, bro. If your woman comes back and you kiss her and her mouth tastes like dick, she probably fucked somebody else. I'm just saying, some things are obvious.
Yeah.
So, hey, man,
Come on,
bro.
Here's the worst part. Yo, man, Trump don't be looking good, bro.
No, he does not. I saw a picture of him without him being all like gussied up, and I was like, "Who is that?" I said, "Ooh, that's Donald Trump." But I mean, it doesn't matter, man.
Yeah, he's like 80 plus, and
he's not 80.
Yo, man,
he will be 80 once his term is over if he makes it the whole way through.
Yeah. The fact that he's not 80, he looks like he's 92. It's like a problem.
Man, only thing I'm saying is, I don't have any respect for the guy for all the things that black people like to give him respect for.
First of all, look, man.
Yes, sir.
We were talking about this today.
Okay.
And I'm going to say it. And people will get pissed off. Because, we piss people off every now and then.
Do we?
A little bit.
Okay.
A little bit. Normally it's Moby pissing people off. But, he ain't here today.
Which blows my mind. He gets all the flack. But anyway.
I mean, he does piss a lot of women off.
Oh, they'll be okay because he ain't never wrong. So let's
Yeah,
go.
exactly. Yo, man.
Just say it.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
No, you didn't.
I so did. I lied to you.
So
not.
that build up for nothing.
I know.
That is
I feel bad.
backed up, man. What kind of
That's-
host are you?
I'm a terrible one because I should have wrote it down. But it was a great thought that just popped in.
Can't you do
and
association and like remember what you're gonna say? Like
I'll
Can you-
probably remember it like in
Like
minute
tomorrow?
57. No, in minute like 32. I'll probably when we talk about something complete fucking different. I'm gonna remember this shit. And I'll be like, yeah, that's what it is.
that
Yeah.
build up, and it's like
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It was good too. I know it was good. But damn it. That's why we live, y'all.
Aunt Shirley, come and get her.
I mean, look, I'm sorry. My bad.
Sometimes
perfect.
car isn't enough, sir.
I'm sorry, man.
I'm just kidding.
What it is. It's what okay. I have remembered it.
Okay.
Look, people fall. We as black people fall two categories.
Okay.
As Chris Rock has said, there's black people and there's niggas.
Actually, Chris Rock didn't come up with that. My mom did.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but Chris Rock used it too. So, yeah. And I'm just gonna leave it right there. And like, you should know where you fall in.
But do they know?
No, they don't know.
Exactly.
But us black people know where we fall in. I know I'm part of the black people. I ain't part of them. And that's all I'm gonna say on that. Because I am gonna quote. I will quote everybody. Yo, man, if you down with Trump and you not rich, you ain't black.
Wow, that's like Biden. But okay, that's what? I'm glad I said that. Why are we actually mad at Biden for saying it? Is it because he said a truth, or is
Nah,
it
man.
because he's not allowed to say that?
No, that's his thing. You know who's mad at Biden for saying that? Niggas.
Who? I'm sure a lot of. I thought Mo was mad at him too.
Well, he might have been, but I mean,
who's mad? I thought everybody was mad.
but see, Trump said the same thing.
Did he?
Trump said the same. He sure did. He said if you he said if you vote for Kamala, you ain't black.
Really?
He said that.
Oh man, I gotta go look that up. I didn't know.
He said that.
So why are we mad at Joe? Did you just explain that?
I'm mad at Joe.
I mean, I'm not either, because I was like, when I heard it, I was like, it's like, ouch. But I was like, wait a minute.
And
Not
we black.
wrong. Not
And
wrong.
we black. And we black.
Well,
There you go. There you go. Look, man, that's what it is, bro. Like, I came to that realization today, man. And when I heard that joint the other day when he said it, he said it at one of his speeches. And I was just like, because they played it on CNN. I was like, he said that shit? Man, and therein lies the problem. And look, man, some people are going to have their feelings hurt, man, because they're going to be like, well, I ain't want them, and I vote for Trump.
well, I mean, like I said, well, the other thing that I feel with respect to black people voting for Trump is if you do have money and you voted for Trump and you black, you are not very altruistic. You, to me, would not come back to get me. You would just leave my body to rot because you're thinking about yourself and you're thinking about yourself only.
But here's the other thing, man. Here's
What?
the other thing with that. Look, as Moby would say, those people probably ain't coming to the cookout. They're probably trying to make their own cookout and try to get someone else to go to that.
Probably. But I mean, I just still feel like, because I mean, Mo doesn't really like Biden to start with, and I get it.
And I mean,
but
look,
at the same time, it's like,
and
at
you
the
got
end of the day, can you dislike a type of good so much and piss on it so bad that you vote for something that's clearly not for you?
yes,
Clearly
apparently.
is like the head of a sinister plot to kill you. Can you do that? And that's where I'm coming from, because a lot of black people can.
And how many people voted for Trump this year?
A lot.
And how many of them were black?
I don't know what the percentage was, because some of the minority vote he got was brown and yellow strong.
Yeah.
So I'm not really sure.
I mean, here's the thing, right? Like, look, I get it, but if me and you are arguing about different things, and you make just as much money as I make, somebody in the wrong.
I hear what you're saying.
Look, man,
I hear,
and that's why, like, for me, real talk for me, politics, man. Yo, there are people after the election was literally the next day. There are people on suicide watch, bro. What?
I understand.
What?
My wife was very upset too.
But she wasn't on suicide watch, was she?
No, but I understand it.
That's not what I'm saying. Being mad and upset is very different to being on like suicide watch.
I hear what you're saying, but they are related, Ruben. They're related. Because here's the thing.
Yeah, talk to me.
If you can be upset, okay, I'll tell you what. Let's involve sports. This is something that most people can relate to.
Yes.
I have seen you be very angry for an entity that you have followed all of my life of knowing you, which is 50 years or more.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay. But really, when I break it down, it's just like they don't pay your rent.
Yep.
In fact, you pay theirs.
Yep.
They don't call you on the phone.
Correct.
They have nothing to do. Well, they have nothing to do with your life.
Uh-huh.
And they still affect you emotionally. Right?
Now, they affect me emotionally for a very limited part of time. But never.
See, hold on. I got to get through this, man, because what I'm telling you is that if it affects you for any length of time, it's the dumbest shit ever. Because of what I said to begin with. Now, I'm seeing this completely from a logical standpoint. Okay. So for somebody to say that they're on suicide watch because of an election, let's give it some context before we say something like this.
Okay.
Because for me, seeing my wife upset, here's the context. She's looking at this going, this man is trying to kill my husband. This man is trying to stymie and or kill my grandson. My granddaughter will pass. So she ain't got nothing to worry about. But my son, who's married to her mother, that might be a fucking problem. That, my friend, is enough to be on suicide watch because you are upset and you feel as though you don't have choices.
Okay.
That's where that comes from. Now, if you were coming from a position of power because of your jaded self, like me, because I look at this and go, okay, we black, so I mean, this is happening. But for me, it's been
this is Tuesday.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. But for someone like my wife or someone like her, not so much. Because this isn't just politics anymore. This isn't like the 80s or the This is not subtle, and this is not small potatoes. This is an agenda that they've documented, that they are literally out here trying to at least put us in some sort of cage, and it's not even gilded. So when you look at it from that point of view, and you not black, that's a problem. People out here losing their families over an election is not out of the realm of what I'm talking about either. Because now it's like you've laid down the gauntlet and I'm out here doing my thing and you trying to kill me. And you talking about some money that you don't even fucking have. Because a lot of people out here trying to say, like what you said earlier, you know, I'm out here trying to vote for Trump because of my money. You ain't never smelled $100,000 in your fucking life.
Oh God.
So you're telling me he's going to help you? You don't have enough money for him to even notice you. If you're not making at least $400,000 a year, none of this fucking matters to you.
Correct.
None of it does. In fact, if you make $399,000, you need to go and get some Vaseline and rub it all over your ass because a dick is going to be up it in a minute.
Yeah, you ain't going to the cookout.
Exactly. So that's where the suicide watch comes in, because these people are very upset, and I don't think that they're used to being in this country anyway. I don't think they're used to that kind of sinister behavior, especially the second time around, being the norm. So when you're not used to somebody chasing you down with, dogs looking to hang you for real or virtual, it's a problem. It's a problem. So when people start saying, I stopped talking to this person or that person, and then the right comes in and says, well, I can't believe you're making all this about politics and you should blah, 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 blah. I'm sitting there going, okay, well, when Joe was there and when Obama was there, number one, didn't nobody talk shit to you? And number two, you talked all kind of shit. And now we all supposed to get along?
Yeah, let's go, Brandon.
Well, exactly.
Jeez.
So I don't want to hear anything about that, because now, again, I'm not trying to kill myself, but certainly I have been in those dark places. Certainly I have been weak enough to put razor blade to wrist and to have all sorts of suicidal thoughts. I have been that weak before. And
a lot of us have been.
Right. And I don't like to say weak like you ain't shit, because I was there too. What I'm saying is you actually are coming from a place of weakness. Now, however, to say that it ain't real, bruh, man, because I'm looking at it, I'm black. Like you said, this is a Tuesday for us.
Yeah, no shit.
But to sit here and try to make it sound like, I'm not upset about it, nah, bruh, because I am. I went to work salty as hell. I said, motherfuckers can talk to me if you want to. Don't do it. Just don't. I don't want to hear that bullshit. I don't. Not today. Now, I'm cool now. But some of that coolness has come from a lot of people going, well, I can't believe, like, I got into a conversation with a coworker. His dad's not doing very well. And he's concerned. We got into a conversation about healthcare. And he started talking about healthcare in a way in which would make him left if you would listen to it out of context. And I'm like, bro, you're not allowed to say that. I mean, you about to get your car taken away, bro. What are you doing? What, you black right now? What? And he was like, man, I know, but it's no. This is what we're doing. You need to go to work and you need to make some money and get better health care, or your dad's gonna fucking die. Period. It's that simple. This is what we voted for. This is what you voted for actively. And you're right leaning. And I know for a fact in my soul, I believe, and it's not right, but my compulsion is to be like, hey, if I wanted better healthcare, I should have made better choices. That is not good to think about life that way, because once you go there, then you're judging everybody.
Yeah.
The bottom line is, we all need to take care of each other, but this is not what this country is about. And human beings aren't about it either. They would much rather die in a lake of fire than to give somebody something they feel like hasn't earned.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, nah, man, no, you don't get to like bellyache about the healthcare you wish you had. You don't.
After you did some to actively try to stymie what we currently have.
Exactly.
Which is the best shit we've ever had.
Exactly. Plus the fact that you would give me a lecture about all the choices I didn't make.
Yeah.
And then you would have your one black friend that's doing well to say, see, he did well, so what's wrong with you?
Man, the problem is, what's wrong with you?
Well, man, all I'm saying is the suicide watch thing is legit. People being mad is legit. And again, a lot of these people are rookies. They never knew this world existed until they became Black adjacent. They never knew this world existed until he got voted in again. Yes, you're right, Ruben. To us, it's a Tuesday, but to a lot of people, it's like, what the fuck is going on? Well, this is what's been going on. This is what I've been trying to tell you.
Yeah.
But here you are. And it's like, don't give me this stuff about what it is. I try to tell him this, before the election, and we get into conversation, especially about abortion. I was like, look, man.
Oh.
In my opinion, if you think something is that wrong, just don't do it. But what I really feel like is if you are going to shove this down my throat and make it law, I'm good with it. But what I'm not good with is it not working out for your white auntie, daughter, mama, play aunt, whatever, the same way it's going to work out for my Black family. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm not cool with. Because what I want for your life is this. You sitting in the waiting room, things aren't going well. The doctor comes in and says, we've made the choice, your wife is fucking dead. Here's your baby. Or we've made the choice, your wife has died, and then we couldn't save your baby. We'll send you the bill. Have a nice day.
And you ready to fight?
No, you can't. I want it to work. Because see, that's what they're gonna tell Black me.
Yeah.
I want them to tell white you the same thing. As long as it works out the same way. And this is the biggest thing. As long as you can respect authority the same way you say I have to respect authority, then we good.
Yep.
And it's the same. And ironically enough, it's the same thing you said about January 6th, because you're telling me I have to comply to law enforcement. And then I see you do what you did.
Yeah.
Are you fucking serious?
It's
bro, as long as it's man, this is why people on suicide watch, bro. This is why people on suicide watch.
They woke up the next morning and realized, oh shit, we just like them.
Man,
as we try to tell y'all, motherfuckers.
It's a lot of people that don't look like us that made white decisions, and they gonna feel like they gonna understand what it's like to be Black or brown in a minute. Because I said it on this show, I say it at work, my wife and I talk about all the time. It's not gonna matter to white America, like not mainstream white America, like middle America. Mm-hmm. That's not racist, but they're tone deaf, and they really don't want to know, and they want to stay comfortable, blah, 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 which is most of white America. They not going to understand until they start catching strays. And when they start catching strays and the strays don't stop and it kills somebody, that's when they're going to be like, damn, what the fuck is happening? This is what I've been trying to tell you with your gaslighting ass. Shut the fuck up and understand what's going on.
Speak
That's
on it.
What you can do. That's what you can do. Shut the fuck up.
Yep.
And don't forgive me for all the French I'm laying down, but this is how I feel about it. I feel very strongly about it. And I am all for fair play, because this is the part of being right leaning that the right forget about when it doesn't go their fucking way. Mm-hmm. Fair play. If you lost, take that L. But what I found as I get older and as things get a little less white folks don't like taking L's. And the bad thing is they don't have to. The world is built for them to not take an L. So when you wrap all of the things I set up in a bow and you hand it to them and it smells like a big pile of shit, people want to get a rope and hang themselves. Or people get angry and want to kill somebody. Or everything in between. Because see, here's the kicker. Like I said before, this is the cherry on top. This motherfucker is back. He didn't just arrive. It's like Michael Jordan said in 96, I'm back.
Took a year off, said, all right, let's go.
I'm like, what the fuck? But this is what we're doing. And a lot of people are really upset. Maybe they'll hear us now. Maybe they won't. But I'm telling you right now, when they start catching all them strays and they coming, okay. Okay.
Yep.
So I ain't trying to take up all the time. I'm just letting you know, man. There's
Nah.
a reason why people, and I don't want you to simplify it, because there are reasons for it. There are valid reasons for it. And it's not something to be trifled with, because it's real. It's happening. It's happening everywhere. I mean, I told you on the show, man, there's some family members I don't talk to anymore. I'm like, I'm not doing this with you. I'm just not. If you want to do that, okay. If you want to pick one thing that means so much to you, what's up, Mo? Man, you in the hospital?
Yo, I asked this fool today, hey man, you gonna be on the show? Nah, man, I don't think I'm gonna do it. You know, I'm in the hospital, yada yada. And then of course, you know, underneath his joint says not dead yet, Moby.
You know what? I ain't even noticed that. Are you guys get your calf again?
What?
Is it your calf again?
Nah.
What's up now?
Apparently my kidneys don't want to act right.
What the hell, bro?
Hey, that's pretty much what the doctor's been saying the last 2 days too. What the hell? Because don't nobody know why.
What you eat?
Okay.
Graham crackers to make sure my blood sugar don't crash. Hey, but I did get another hospital cup though. This shit mine.
So is that the consolation prize for kidneys that don't work?
Hey, bro, every time I come to this hospital, man, any hospital, I'm gonna take something. Like,
So Keviako says a lot of leopards are gonna be eating faces in the coming years. You're right. Commanders on NBC next week. Gotta love Collinsworth. We really don't.
Man, what is wrong with Collinsworth, man? He just doing his job.
What's right with Collinsworth?
You know what?
Yeah.
There you go.
I just don't want my color commentator to be buffering all game, bro. Like,
Yo, man, can you turn your microphone up?
hold on, my bad.
All right.
He disappeared.
Yeah, he just cut off the camera for a little bit. So
There he is.
Is that better?
Much better.
So
Oh,
yeah,
good.
man.
But that's all I'm saying, man. I just didn't want you to simplify the whole suicide watch thing, because I mean, it's real, bro. It's real.
It is.
I mean, I'm out here. I mean, there's family members I hadn't talked to since Trump was elected the first time, and I'm good with it too.
Yeah, they'll be all right.
They will be, but they're willing to die on the hill for one
And
thing and leave all the other stuff behind. So,
And they're the ones gonna be crying first. And I'm just be like, you did this shit. Don't blame it on us. So, all right. So Moby's right on time. We're gonna jump into the question of the day. So, as most people know, we are located in the state of Virginia. All right, which means that it's about to snow in this motherfucking place.
Actually, it's already snowing here.
that's what I was gonna say. Y'all got snow already, don't you?
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you, like I tell everybody, y'all can keep that shit. Like,
Come on, man.
so, and where I'm at, or where me and AG are, we are on snow warning until 7 in the morning tomorrow. However, up further, like Williamsburg and all that, they are 7 a.m. on Tuesday. And I'm just like, what? God just gonna skip Hampton?
He always does. Are you shocked at this?
Man, I'm just like, nah, man. Because look, if I personally hate snow, and we'll get into that in a second. But shit, it ain't fair if I'm the only motherfucker gotta go to work, and my whole team ain't gotta go to work. So fuck all that, and that's a story for another time. But the question of the day is, what do you like about the snow season, and what don't you like about it? Because I am probably the minority in this shit here about liking the snow. And I understand that if we go through shit every year, but if we got to remind people until everybody gets on my side about the snow shit. So let's start with AG. What do you like about the snow, AG?
I like bonus days off. Like I didn't count on. I mean, I might have the day off tomorrow. I might not. I'm not really sure yet. But I like days off that I didn't know I was gonna get. They're even better than the days off I know I'm gonna get. So it's like if you especially when I was in school and I had like schoolwork due and it was a snow day, I was like, oh snap, I got a whole nother day to procrastinate because I ain't never get that shit done. But it's like you're sitting there and it's like Sunday night or maybe whatever weekday, and then you know it's going to snow, but you don't know how much, so you don't really know. So you're not really, especially living in this area, because it's usually when they say it's snow, that means it's going to rain. That's what it usually means. So
True.
I'm like, okay, but when it's legit, when you look outside and it's like snow coming down and it's sticking, it's like, oh shucks. And then you look at the bottom of the TV and they say, like, for me, it'd have been like all Chesapeake schools closed. Bruh, that's like Christmas, man. That's like Christmas. So the second thing I like as an adult, as a married person.
Oh shit, you like two things.
Oh man, love snow days, bro.
This guy here.
So as an adult, as a married adult, man, snuggling with wifey is next level when it's snowing outside, bro. I'm just saying she can't go nowhere. Panties coming down, man. I'm just saying. Just saying.
Damn.
Little rumbling going on. I'm just saying.
Just a little rumble?
Just a little bit. Because sometimes it's just cool to just hang out. And like I said before, she doesn't have to go anywhere. I don't have to go anywhere. And we binge watch some TV or whatever it is. It's a fun day because it wasn't something that was supposed to happen. It was a happy accident. So I'm sitting here and going, okay, that's what's up. And so then if it really snows, like in Williamsburg, I think they go get like something about like 2 to 4 inches or something.
Oh, that shit shut down.
Man, snowball fights, bro. I mean, I ain't good as my man in Elf, but snowball fights, bruh. Just saying, it's awesome, man. Come on, man. What, Ruben? You can't hate snow like all of, for like. Come on, man. Well, anyway, those are my reasons for liking snow. There's nothing that I don't like about it other than the fact that if I do, because like tomorrow might be in between and people act crazy when it's snowing. So I generally like go like very slow, just trying to give somebody a chance to make have a wreck and me not be in it.
Yeah.
Other than that, there's nothing I don't like about snow because, especially if you just went grocery shopping and the power doesn't go out, bruh. Good times, man. It's like a slumber party with your girlfriend. Awesome. Except you can bang her without being bad.
All right. Moby, what you like about snow?
I mean, first of all, what I like most about snow is that it don't turn me into no bitch like you.
Why does it gotta be all that, man? Why
Because
it's harsh, man. What in the world?
Why we gotta do all that?
Because your beef about snow ain't got nothing to do with the actual snow. Like
it
you don't
really
like
does.
you don't like being cold, so snow just represents cold to you, and you just be bitter that you might have to leave your house, or that you can't leave your house because there's so much snow. And those are the reasons that don't really bother me. Like the only thing I hate about the snow is the fact that sometimes I gotta drive and I know other people don't know what the hell to do in the snow. I ain't saying I'm a snow driving expert, but I'm saying I understand how the law of physics work. And just because you got a 4-wheel drive pickup truck don't mean you can go 70 miles an hour on ice. But a lot of motherfuckers don't know that. And they just feel like because I got a big vehicle, I'm impervious to snow and how ice works. That's the only thing I dislike about snow. I mean, because look, I got a fireplace at the crib now. So all snow means to me is be in the fireplace. Hell, I ain't even all that bitter when the power go out, because that just means I got everybody in one room by the fireplace. And now my teenagers who don't necessarily want to be around me ain't got no motherfucking choice but to be around me unless they want to be cold.
You are here trapping people.
You can go be an adolescent and be away from me all you want. But I mean, if you want some of this here heat, you're going to be in this room with the fireplace room, because when the power go out and I turn that fireplace on, I shut that door in that room. So you either in or you out. So if you make a decision to be out, like, hey man, it's just like a mandatory evacuation. Like you ain't got to leave, but just know ain't nobody coming to get you.
I mean, you ain't wrong there.
That's some Bush level stuff right there, man. I mean, that's like Katrina.
Look,
we ain't coming to get nobody,
look,
Brown.
man, yo, when the power goes out and it's already snowing outside, you know how cold it get in the house. But if I keep that door shut, the fireplace, man, I'd be good. Hell, sometimes I be downright hot. And I'm not about to open that door just because now all of a sudden you decided you want to socialize with the family. No, that's that. You either in or you out. Like, I ain't forcing nobody to be here. they old enough where they can make their own bad decisions.
Wow, not wrong though.
I mean,
there's really nothing else I hate about the snow. Now, actually, I can tell you what I do hate about beating the snow. I hate when you're in a hospital and it's snowing, and you know that ain't none of the specialists gonna come in tomorrow because it's snowing. So you know that means you just gonna be here another day because nobody here can actually give you answers. Because apparently at a hospital, if you're not a specialist, you're not allowed to give any answers for nothing.
Really?
And yeah. If you're not a specialist, like no other doctor will give you any answer. Everything is always refer to the specialist who ain't here. Well, when the specialist comes back, you know, we'll discuss it further.
So you gonna have to stay there like till Tuesday?
I mean, yeah, I'm an insurance company's dream right now, man. I got an undiagnosed problem that they have to run all types of tests on to try to figure out what's wrong. And since they can't figure out what's wrong immediately from a blood test, they got to do ultrasounds and biopsies and all this other stuff. But they ain't in no rush to do it because, you know, only the specialist can do that. And that's kidney specialist probably left the hospital yesterday about, I don't know, 7:30 in the morning. And he was, you know, I knew when he left at 7:30, when he came to my room at 7:05, I already knew what time it was. I said, oh yeah, you about to be going for the weekend, bro. you making your rounds early. And now I see all this snow outside, I'm like, yeah, you ain't about to be back. I'm about to just be up in here chilling.
Well, all right. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Now, look, man. First of all, snow is pretty, and that's great. I'm glad snow is pretty.
See, that's positive. See, look at you.
Yeah, that's about it. and furthermore, it's like, look, man, you're not gonna be up here calling me a bitch because I don't like snow.
Actually, he calls you a bitch for an assortment of reasons, sir.
Look,
yeah, but still,
it's really just because like I'm waiting for you to give me like a reason about the snow that you don't like that seems anything other than just petty and super personal. Because like hey, when you say, hey, I don't like animals or dogs or something, I'm like, cool, you know, that dog can bite you. Maybe you don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't gotta like dogs. You ain't gotta like cats. But when you just like, hey man, I hate weather.
Oh my god, he is killing you, and he doesn't have 2 kidneys at work, man.
See, first of all, some bullshit. I never said I hated weather. You know, look, man, you can like the one you with, but not like everything. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
again, you don't like weather. Cool.
No, it's not true. It's not true.
I will say you have said things that would lead him to believe these things because that's why I'm laughing.
Well, see, first of all, like I'll say this, it's bad enough people can't drive worth a damn anyway, and then when other precipitation falls from the sky, people get worse. And you're right. You got these dudes and these big ass 4-wheel drive trucks who think they can drive 90 miles per hour on ice. And next thing you know, 5 minutes later, you driving past them and there's some people trying to help them. So, like, I get that shit. Like, that's one reason. But no, I mean, as far as me, I don't like the cold, but I just don't like the snow because it's just an extra obstacle. You know, I don't need more obstacles in life. I got fucking plenty. You know what I'm saying? And furthermore, as far as driving in it, I got a big ass truck out there that's 4x4, so I can drive into shit. So it's not an issue with me driving in it. It's just I hate everybody else who be riding their Ford Tauruses that are fucking rear-wheel drive that shouldn't be in this shit and driving like they ain't never drove a car before in their life. That's what I'm saying. And yeah, if I lose power, I'm dying. Cause I ain't got no, what's that called? Fireplace. I got like 8 blankets on me, and I don't own 8 blankets. All I'm saying is, yes, cold. The snow unexplicably fucks up everything. If your power go out, you're fucked. I don't live near no hospital. I live near elementary school, and they ain't turning the power back on that bitch if kids ain't going to school.
Ruben, I got this a little bit of pushback, sir. We live 15 minutes away from a very nice hospital, sir.
Where?
Right off Mercury on Coliseum.
Man, that's
Dixon Terror Complex. You ain't been over there?
I mean, that's a long way away from that, bro.
Oh, my God. Okay.
You said 15 minutes. They ain't turning on our power no time soon. That's all I'm saying.
Once again, AKA, I don't like weather.
Man, fuck you, man.
Hey, that cold weather, I don't like it. That's pretty much all you said. I don't like that cold weather. And that's okay. But like, once again, like you trying to get everybody on your side because you don't like cold weather. It ain't gonna happen, bro.
Look, man, I don't like
being cold either. But like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at the weather for it being cold. It's weather.
Man, if Florida won't so fucked up, I'd think about moving down there. But I'd probably rather freeze than live down that motherfucker.
But then you be complaining about it being hot.
Nah. I complain about cold way more than I complain about hot.
Yeah, that's probably true. And then he wouldn't have to. He could wear shorts like every day.
Here's the thing, AG. He does complain about cold way more than heat, but that's because he ain't never had to live a whole extended period of time in Florida heat.
Yeah, you're not wrong about that part.
Man, I used to work
once again, used to work outside in VA, and I promise you, as somebody from Savannah, Georgia, I will tell you firsthand. The heat and humidity in VA can't fuck with down there. Not at all. It's hot. If they would trade our summers in easily.
That's right. Woo! It's a different level of mosquitoes down there, bro.
I mean, they're not mosquitoes, man. They're
uncaged animals.
Yeah, they're walking.
Mosquitoes, and they got sand gnats, and them sand gnats come in swarms, bro.
Well, I don't fuck with the sand, so I ain't got to worry about that part.
Man, see, sand gnats ain't got nothing to do with sand. That's the funny thing. Sand gnats, you hit a leaf, and all of a sudden, them little motherfuckers are swarming around you, and they all bite. Yeah, man, look that shit up, man. That shit's fuck. Them shits attack. Them shits attack you.
That's another reason to not live down there.
Hit the wrong tree, wrong bush, and you just they got you. They just jump niggas. That's what they do.
Is that what they do?
Yeah,
they jump you.
Hey man, I gotta stay within the borders, baby.
Georgia is so bad. They changed the minor league baseball team to the Savannah Sand Gnats.
Are you serious?
It were the Savannah Cardinals when I was down there. And then one day they were the Savannah Sand Gnats. Basically, they were just like, "Yo, we concede, they win." Ain't nobody, win. Yeah, don't nobody think about Savannah and Cardinals. They think about Sand Gnats. Like, we wish we would see a motherfucking Cardinal. We seeing Sand Gnats. Them Cardinals ain't doing shit to us.
Oh man, that's funny.
Hilarious.
And I'm not joking. The minor league team is Savannah Sand Gnats. Like, you look that shit up.
Cool. All right. So, AG, man, what's on your mind?
Actually, what's on my mind is I hope that I don't have to go to work tomorrow so I can enjoy the snow day. My wife and I were sitting here binge watching Shrinking, and we was just having a good old time with the football and everything. I hope I get an extra day with her. I didn't think I would, and I still kind of don't think I will tomorrow anyway, but chances are looking better. I hope I get a chance to have just a few more hours with her. So that's what's on my mind. I hope it happens. If it doesn't, I'm good with it, but I ain't gonna be mad if it happens.
Mo B, man, what's on your mind?
I mean, well, they done already shut shit down here. Like, and we it's definitely snowing out here. Like, it ain't even BSing right now. It's covering everything. I looked out my window and I was like, yeah, they done shut this shit down.
Kids ain't going to school.
Oh yeah, they canceled that like 6 hours ago.
Word.
That's been-
Word.
I'm surprised it took them that long.
Me too, actually. But look, man, I know I went off on a little bit of a rant last time I was in the hospital, but I got a different reason to talk this time. Like, it's on my mind, and I don't mean no disrespect. But I figured out why we have an opioid crisis in the United States of America. And it's because of the hospitals, man. Like, I came in here with no pain, AG. Like, I came in here because my doctor said my blood work looked bad and they needed to check some things. Not one time, AG, have I said anything hurt, that I was in pain or discomfort. Yet every time somebody walks in this room, they're asking me, do I need something for my pain? Every nurse, the same one I saw 15 minutes ago, is going to come in. You need anything for your pain? The pain that I've never described, never talked about, never brought up. So basically, these are the hospitals are the greatest pushers of drugs ever. Like they like, we know you need one, baby. Like, come on, baby, just one hit, just one hit.
He's so right. He's so right.
And you don't even got to pay for it.
Here's the thing, man. Like, when I had foot surgery, I understood. They're like, hey, you just had surgery. We're going to ask you, are you in pain? Because it's reasonable that you may be in pain. But when I came in here and everybody comes in and asks me, are you hurting? I'm like, no. And then it was, are you hurting? Pause. And then they would say, do you need anything for the pain? Which to me is like, if you let me answer the first question, you would never even need to ask the second question. So then they was like, hey, that strategy ain't working. So now we're going to skip the first question and just immediately go, do you need anything for your pain? Almost like it's a Jedi mind trick. Like, if we say you in pain, you ain't going to turn it down, because maybe you'll think about some shit. Yeah, like maybe you be like, you know what? My feelings are kind of hurt. What's up with that Vicodin? You know what I'm saying? What's up with that oxygen? You know what I'm saying? Like,
my feelings are kind of hurt. What's up with that Vicodin?
Jesus. Oh God.
Here's the thing, man. Like, I have so much respect for the people that have to deal with patients every day, that like my goal when I'm in the hospital anytime is always to be the easiest patient in the world. Like, I try to be low maintenance. I don't be asking for nothing. I'm always like, thank you. I say thank you for everything. Like, when they wake me up every 20 minutes in the middle of the night because they need to do blood work, even though the last nurse did the blood work, they just didn't tell the next nurse that they did it. So they try to do it over and over again. I still say thank you. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for, coming to check on me. Like, when they try to give me the same medicine that the other person just gave me 15 minutes prior, I still say thank you. You know what I'm saying? When they ask me the question that's clearly on my chart and on my board, and I look at it, I go, you know what? I'm going to answer the question and say thank you, because I know most of them got way too many people, and I mean, they're overworked. So like, I'm not being insensitive to it at all, but I will tell you, man, after like the first 48 hours, man, that real like nice patient, good patient part of me kind of disappears, man. And now I'm just a dude that's like, hey, I just don't want y'all motherfuckers come in my room. Like, unless you're a doctor or something, don't come in here.
Or unless you bring you food.
Yeah. Hey, the food people cool. You know what I'm saying? They come. They like, hey, they ask my last name. They put the food down. They be like, we out. And I be like, good luck, bro. Thank you for giving me the same partial meal that I got the other day. And Ruben, I got a diabetic question, since we love talking about diabetes. So of course I'm on a restrictive diet in the hospital, which does not bother me. But what bothers me is the confusion that I have based on the dietary restrictions that they place on me. So I just want to ask y'all, does it make sense to you? Because it did not make sense to me. So for breakfast, they gave me options. They was like, do you want French toast, pancakes, or omelet? So I go, cool, give me an omelet, because I know y'all gonna hoard the insulin and not try to give me no insulin for real. So give me the omelet. They gave me turkey sausage. And then I said, well, can I have like some wheat toast? And they told me no, because the wheat toast would put me over my carb limit. So then I was confused because I'm like, but pancakes and French toast. but then I was like, okay. Then I was like, okay, cool. I can't get the toast. But then they say, but we can give you a blueberry muffin.
What?
So I can't
A whole muffin, and they were really?
But I can't have like wheat toast or any toast because that put me over my carb limit. But
you got a whole muffin.
This big ass blueberry muffin they can give me because that wouldn't put me over my carb limit. Even though in my mind I'm thinking that's carb and sugar. That's
the fuck is wrong with these people?
That's both.
God damn it!
And I was just so really. I don't know what the beat is actually means in the hospital. I just don't.
Let me guess. And let me guess, right?
I just don't want to argue with people who are supposed to clearly know more about it than me. So I just, I just kind of put my head down and just go, all right, man. Like Ruby, you were on the phone with me earlier when the nurse came in, and I basically told the nurse, hey, when I come to the hospital, I just kind of make the decision not to eat because I know y'all not gonna give me any insulin. So if I don't want, my blood sugar to go out of control, the best way to control that is to just really kind of not eat. Like when I was in the hospital last time, I lost like 23 pounds just because I was like, I just won't eat. So I did have one nurse though. One nurse, she was like, all right, I'm gonna call the physician because that's stupid. So now they're still giving me half of the required dosage that my doctor prescribed to me. So I'm like, hey.
Well, they still give you, but they also give you half the food. So.
I mean,
but my thing is, if his doctor prescribed it, but if his doctor prescribed it, why won't they just give him what he needs?
Well, so here's the thing, all right? First of all, the majority of people that he deals with have no idea about fucking diabetes. So, like, that's
in a hospital.
Yeah, bro, it's a specialty. No bullshit. It's a specialty. And
but we're talking about basic stuff that most people know just by osmosis.
Yeah, but most nurses, unless that's part of their specialty, don't know how it works.
Okay.
Like, honestly, how much you know about before we put you on game?
Well, the part that he's talking about, I already knew.
Yeah, but I'm just
not
saying,
giving somebody that tells me they have diabetes a choice between a muffin and anything. In fact, they're not getting a muffin.
But see, that's the thing.
They're getting bacon and eggs.
But that's the thing. They don't understand that. They're just reading off some shit that somebody else give them. And that's the problem, right?
In their defense, it's not the nurses that were telling me my food option. It's the cafeteria based on the dietary restrictions that were given to them. So they're basically just reading a chart for dietary restrictions. So I didn't argue because I'm just confused. I'm just like, damn, brother just wanted some dry ass toast.
You got pancakes. You got pancakes, but you can't have bacon. You got turkey sausage.
I could have had pancakes or French toast. But
you can't have
the dry ass toast.
Look, man, I hear what you're saying, but I just
did me in.
But I just feel like that's that. I mean, especially when he has, they see where his doctor has prescribed him a certain level of insulin.
They don't pay attention to that shit.
It's right there in front of you to read.
Hey, AG, but see, here's the thing, man, and I respect this too because they are. One of my nurses was just like, I just keep getting everything mixed up because I got too many patients. And when she said that, I was just like, you know what? I can respect that because they don't read everybody's chart because they're just bouncing from person to person. Like there's probably like 30 patients on this floor, and there's like 3 nurses. So that's they at least got 10 each, and they're bouncing from room to room. Everybody got different needs, and then they're going in shifts as well. So, night shift, day shift. So I mean, look, I get it. So I don't really be tripping about the lack of communication. Sometimes it's just some of the things that don't make sense to me, like that I can have a muffin, but I can't have no toast.
And see, this is why I keep going back to common sense, man.
But all common sense ain't common, baby.
Apparently not, because I don't need to know everything about diabetes to know that you shouldn't have a muffin, and I'm gonna give you this toast. In fact, I'm gonna give you some butter on it.
I mean, here's the thing: if they were just like, well, if we give you the toast, we can't really give you nothing else, then it's just like, well, I guess I'm not eating the toast because I really want this omelet. But turkey sausage, first of all, is disgusting. Like, I never ate that shit at home.
Yeah, it's
I'm
not
damn
very
sure not gonna eat it.
That's not what we're talking about, man.
No, but this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Like, they're giving him half the insulin because technically he's eating half the food that he would normally eat. Like, the amount of food is different. You know,
Okay, I
because
get
if
that.
he's got to fend for himself, he's not. I'm not saying he's not eating a strict diabetic life. I'm saying that his portions are probably not a strict diabetic life.
Okay.
Because there's some people who eat like they're feeding him in the hospital, and them motherfuckers are skinny and shit, and it's just like whatever, like because they just don't eat a lot.
These portions are tiny, and to be honest, I ain't even finishing these portions because I mean,
Try to control your sugar.
That, and to be honest, some of it just ain't good. So
yeah, it's just nasty.
Okay.
Like I asked for broccoli for dinner, and apparently they ran out of broccoli, so they gave me green beans. And no disrespect to anybody out there that's listening, but like white folk green beans don't ever be cooked because they just like steaming green beans, and I'd be like, look, man, I actually like my green beans to be cooked, man. So I mean, I felt like the green beans still had dirt on them. You know what I'm saying? They pulled them bitches straight out of the ground and just put it on the plate. You know what I'm saying? You can't just run some hot water over them and tell me they cook. That's not how it works, bro. Like, throw some butter in there or something.
And then, you know, and honestly, in the hospital, the culinary professionality in there, unfortunately, is probably equitable to lunch lady. And that's not against lunch ladies, but
I kind of disagree with you on that, man, because some of the food, like the chicken that they gave me, dope. Like they had pot roast was like a special, and dude was like, it's like my favorite. So I was like, all right, well, I don't want no tuna salad sandwich or chicken salad sandwich, so let me try this pot roast. And hey, that pot roast was hidden. You know what I'm saying? It's just that was all I had because, you know, I can't have mashed potatoes. Shit in it. Well, no, they just said I can't have mashed potatoes or the roasted potatoes, and they give me white rice, and I don't really eat white rice like that. So basically, I just ate pot roast and drink water.
Okay. Yeah. So, unfortunately, at the hospital, they're very rigid on their food specialties for diabetic people. You know, like if you're in there for some other shit, man, you probably eat like a damn king or queen. But like, yeah, you're diabetic, bro. This is your portion size of everything.
And AG, I'm on a restrictive diet, and I'm not even somebody who, as they quote unquote says, has uncontrolled diabetes. Like all my levels are great, and they still put me on like a super restrictive diet.
I mean, I hear what y'all saying. I'm not diabetic, and I gotta trust you. But some of this stuff, I really feel like is like, for real, y'all. It's just like common sense. I mean,
look, man. I feel like the hospital's greatest fear, well, two greatest fears. The greatest fear they have is that the insurance company ain't gonna let them charge as much as they want to charge. That's their greatest fear. But the other fear is that something gonna happen to you and you're gonna sue. So they be super restrictive and rigid on these rules because what they not trying to deal with is another miscellaneous lawsuit because they did something wrong. Now, I know for the most part you can't really prevent that because I mean people gonna sue. That's the American way. However, they try to limit that by all means possible. So they got all these rules that ain't nobody gonna break for nobody. Like they just not.
I hear what you're saying. That's legit.
If that piece of paper says that I can't have toast, but I could have pancakes, donuts, muffins, cake, they will say, "Hey, bro, you can have this muffin, You can have this cake. You can have this ice cream. But hey, man, that toast will clearly put you over your carb limit, bro.
What's going on, Nikki? Nikki said that's funny because I have a food allergy, and the last time I was in the hospital, they sent me a tray with the allergen on the tray.
Wow. See, now I'm back to where I was. Oh my goodness.
I mean, they actively trying to kill you.
Exactly.
But
I mean, doesn't common sense play into this at any level, though? I'm saying, man.
Hey, man.
Look, man, I'm just saying. Many people have said it before, but a hospital is no place to get better.
And you're not wrong yet.
I mean, like I was telling my boy earlier, man, Mo beat his deductible on like yesterday.
Yeah, on
the
year. You good now?
He ain't got to pay for shit else the rest of the year.
I know, right? The first moment he walked in there.
I mean, this hospital stay right now, they're gonna send the insurance company probably like $250,000 bill for this, for all the tests and stuff I've had. It's gonna be crazy.
You go pay your deductible, and that's gonna be it.
Well, plus 10%. Plus 10%.
Yeah. Nikki, they figured I was in the best place to have an anaphylactic reaction. Make that bill go higher. Yo, she ain't wrong. Hey, if you get sick, you in the best spot.
Hey, look, my mom said that to me. My mom was like, well, why don't you tell them you want to leave until they can come, until you can get the test they need to run on you. And I'm just like, nah, man, if something going to happen to me, I might as well be here. You know what I'm saying? If something going to happen, I might as well be here.
Yeah, I mean, just like when I got COVID, when it was like, yeah, you breathe at 80%. And I was like, so where's my room at? What do you mean? I ain't leaving. What am I going home for and die? That's a whole bunch of shit that ain't happening. You can miss me on that. So, well, hope you get better, Moby. Hope you be back home for next week. Appreciate you chiming in. Like, this guy. I was like, man, you getting on the show tonight? Nah, man. I'm in the hospital. Not dead yet. He's here. Jesus. So what's on my mind? Two things. One, yo, man. Can we shout out to a whole bunch of good stuff that happened today in sports? Commanders won on the last play of the game, basically. With that, Terry McLaurin, number one in most touchdowns for a receiver for Washington in the career. I mean, for a season. So shout out to that. Can we shout out to Mike Evans for Tampa Bay? Another 11,000 yard season. They had 55 seconds left to go in the game. He needed 5 yards. It was like, give him his 5 yards. So he got that. Got a $3 million bonus for it. I ain't mad at that shit. Like, anybody who out there breaking records today and getting that extra bonus on their check, shout out to you. Last week, Zach Ertz triggered 2 bonuses on his contract because he got a touchdown and he got enough catches and yards. And I think he triggered like a total of $750,000. Yo, man, I wish my job would trigger bonuses like that.
Yeah, all you got to do is not work for the Eagles.
Yo, man.
If he doesn't win it all, this is going to get him fired.
Bruh, yeah. I don't know about getting fired, but that's the truth. Like, they got to win the whole thing. If you don't have him break that record after that way that dude was talking,
I mean, they could have gave him 1/2 to do it. It was the Giants. Who are they going to stop? Anyway,
nobody.
Never mind.
So yeah, I mean, whatever. That's whatever. So we got Tampa Bay again next week. Sunday Night Football. Good old Collinsworth. I actually got to fucking listen to that guy, or at least hit pause. I mean, hit mute. God damn. Jesus, that's worse. So that's happening. Sunday Night Football. All right, I think it's Sunday night. It may be Monday night. Number 2, yo, man, for all y'all people who say that cops suck, not all of them. Going home today, ride with my boy, get pulled over by state trooper, going 91 in a 70. Very simple. He came to the passenger side where I was sitting, and I did my job and did all of shutting the fuck up. That was my job. Shut the fuck up. I ain't do nothing. I ain't say nothing. I just sat there, had my arms in my lap, and shut the fuck up. Hey, for y'all people out there listening, if you in a car with somebody and they're getting pulled over because you're not driving, your one job is shutting the fuck up. Period. It has gone left because you decide you got words. You ain't got no words. I'm motherfucking mute up in this bitch. I smiled, looked like I didn't understand English. That's what it was. I nod my head like once or twice. Whatever. The man got a warning.
Are you serious?
Gave him a warning. Bruh.
19 over?
21 over, sir.
I thought you said it was 90 and a 70.
91 and a 70.
Oh, ooh.
On the interstate.
And got a warning?
Bruh.
He must have had to pee.
Technically, if
I
you
played
going
my
over
position.
80, it's reckless driving. They can
Yep.
make it reckless driving if it's over
Absolutely.
80.
Actually, it's over 15.
They could-
Like,
Yeah, they
No,
could
no,
tow
I'm
the
saying
car.
it ain't got to be over 15 miles an hour. If it's over 80 miles an hour, whatever the speed limit is.
oh, I thought because the speed limit was high to start with. I didn't think that mattered.
Nah. In Virginia, if it's over 80, if you're at 81, that could be reckless. But nah, man, he was cool, calm. I shut the fuck up. He lied to the cop. Yeah, man, my bad. I wasn't paying attention. Whatever. I got cop was like, "How was your record?" Spotless. Gave him his ID. Came back. Let me give you a warning. Just don't be going too fast.
And the other lesson you should have learned is when a cop asks you a question, don't lie.
Yeah.
Don't lie. Because if he didn't went back to his car and saw all kind of stuff on it, it'd have been so bad.
Yep. So 2 things. 1, don't lie. And 2, if you got a passenger, their number 1 job is to shut the fuck up.
Is that the number 1 job?
That's the number 1 job, man. Because, I didn't even, because I looked at him. I was like, yo, man, you want your license? I mean, your registration? He's like, for what? I was like, shit. Don't be like Cat Williams. Well, officer, what did he do? Nah. Yeah. That's all I'm saying, man. Just because I was just like, man, I'm gonna be on the side of the road. It's motherfucking cold out here because they towing this shit. And I was like, this is about to be bad. Man, I'm gonna give you a warning today. I looked at him and I was like, you better go play the lottery. Like, for real. I
had that happen too. Just like last year. So did. I was doing 76 and a 60. He was like, just slow down. Actually, I wasn't even after you. I was after you I was after the dude in front of you.
Bruh.
But you good. Dude.
Yo, man.
I was like, what?
I lie to you not. I've never been in a vehicle going that fast and got pulled over by a cop. So I was like, man, I knew we were all fucked up. And we black. Shit. The cop was black though. Nice cop. Nice state trooper.
Wow, a state trooper. He didn't give you none?
Trooper, man.
Hey, when your brother was a state trooper, I promise you, he told me, I was like, come on, man, just 5 over. I'm giving you a ticket.
That. Yeah, if I gotta stop you, you get a ticket. that was his thing. Come
on, Dad. Nope.
I'm just saying, I ain't had to be educated. He ain't had to tell me nothing. I just shut the fuck up. So miracles do happen.
Apparently.
So
Merry Christmas.
Merry everything. Cause that could have, man. Yeah, man. I just shut the fuck up. So yeah, man. Other than that, be safe out here, man. If it's snowing where you at, be safe. Don't be a dumbass. Like, don't drag race in the ice. Just don't do it. And I say that, everybody's like, Ruben, what the fuck you talking? Nah,
Trust me,
man.
he needs to say that.
I mean, once again, when precipitation falls from the sky, people forget how to drive. And I don't be understanding, but whatever. So, with that being said, thank you for everybody for listening to this episode of 5 Minute Warning. Whether you are listening to us live or you listen to us on the podcast that will drop later in the week, we are here every Sunday, 9 p.m. to whenever we get the hell off. And yeah, man, 5minutewarning.com. Like and subscribe to us wherever you get your podcast, even you listen to us live. That way, when we drop our podcast, you get a message. So, like I said, like us, you know, if you would be also good enough to go on like wherever you get your podcast and say, hey, that show is pretty cool. Whatever, you know. Yes, I can't give you nothing, but I can at least ask for a bribery. So, yeah, with that being said, thank you for everybody for listening. Thank you to Mo B and AG. Mo B, please get well. Get out of that jail called a hospital. And yeah, man, we'll see you next week. So, of course, as we always do, tell a friend, tell an enemy, just tell somebody about us. And we will talk to y'all next week. Peace, love, hair grease, soul, and deuces.
Email us at 5minutewarning19@gmail.com. And also leave comments on Facebook and Twitch. Search 5 Minute Warning. Contact us on Twitter at AG_FMW podcast, at Newsman25, at FMW 2019. Contact us on Instagram, Moby 5 Minute Warning, AG_5 Minute Warning, Newsman25. You can listen to the podcast at Apple Podcast, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast. Thank you for listening. This has been another episode of